Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're at. This is Coach Z with Coach's Call. I got my guy Triston with us, Grizz the Wiz. Jamie's on a little sabbatical tonight, but we're back for another episode. Uh, been a big Sunday in college basketball. Uh, we placed some bets, some big bets, and done some good live stuff. We're going to talk about that. Today, we're going to talk a little bit more about bankroll management. Um, unit size, what you bet, when you take out, put how much you put back in, all that good stuff. Grizz and Tristan are going to talk a little bit about that. I'll throw in my 2 cents also. Before we get into it, I want to remind you guys, follow us on TikTok, like and subscribe to our YouTube channel, and also the Discord. Come join us on the Discord because we've got, and I'm just going to say this real quick, guys, and in other episodes we'll talk about other guys, but in our soccer thread right now, we got two guys right now that are absolutely killing it. A guy called named AG, and the other one's Bruins. Um, Different unit sizes, but they're just smashing it, man. I mean, it's really impressive to see what they're doing as far as soccer goes. So today, Tristan, what happened with what's going on with you today? What'd you bet? What'd you like? How's it been going today?
Not so good, coach. So I jumped on a few live college bits, but they did not hit. I tried to take ECU money line. They ended up losing, but I did tail Grizz on the Providence money line. That was my only win for the day. Was one of Grizz's heaters.
One of those eaters. I got you. You got anything cooking for tonight, or are you done for tonight?
No, I'm going to be done for the day.
Gotcha. And that's another good point, man. You don't have to keep chasing. You start chasing, you start losing. So it's not bad to take a night off. Hell, you can take a day or two off too if you're just not feeling it. We've all done it. I know I took damn near a week off one time just to reset, but you got to.
Absolutely.
Grizz the Wiz, talk to us, brother. How's your day been going? I hear it's been going pretty good.
Yeah, we're doing all right, man. Feeling it's been college basketball has been an absolute monster today. Give a live update right now. We are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 and 2 today. 16 and 2, and on that unit size, we are plus 16 units. And we're going to talk a little bit about the management in a little bit. But as of right now, I have 7 units in what I have left in my bankroll right now, and I'll explain why. So earlier, we were talking about with bankroll management. So I start off with 5 units a day.
Hold
If
on,
you
hold
guys
on a second,
know,
brother. Hold on a second, brother. I think so. I know I've got a couple of guys that have asked me at work, and they're listening to all this. You said you're plus 16 units, right?
yeah,
Okay, right now. So if it's 100 units, how much money would you have? 1,600
at
bucks?
100 units,
Yeah.
100 units would be 10K.
Okay. If you're at $10 a unit,
If you're at
16
$10 a
units.
unit, then
Yeah.
your units for 100 units at $10 would be
A
what, a
thousand,
thousand or 10,000?
a
Yeah.
thousand.
So when
A
you're talking
thousand.
about when you're talking about plus units, it doesn't matter how much money, and Grizz is going to talk about this, but plus
Yeah.
16 is huge. Okay. Me today, I had one big play. I put 4 units on whiskey money line, and it was a little juicy. It was at 160, but I laid 200 to win about 150, something like that. But that was my big play of the day. They ended up running away with it in the end. It was so good that Juwan Howard decided to slap that whiskey coach across the face. So yeah, I mean that's just regular whatever. I'm not even going to talk about Michigan, but it happened. 3 live today. Um, jumped on a couple of totals. My last one was this Rutgers Purdue. I caught him with about 8 minutes left. over 77.5, and they ended up scoring 79. So that was pretty sweet.
There you go.
Yeah, so I'm up. I mean, if you look at it, 2 and 4, I'm up 6 units right now.
Beautiful.
On 5 plays. So
That's beautiful.
That's just, I don't play as many games, but still winning is winning. So Grizz, I put in $200 in my account, and that's what I play with, and I build it up at the end of the week. What I have is what I have. What do you do?
Okay, so I'm a little bit different, which is fine. Really, this is per person. So this really comes down to how you are as a person and how you can react. I know some people who don't take it out at all and leave it all in there. Some people take it out. Some people say for tax reasons they leave it in, etc. See, but for me, it's this. I've had so many different books over the years that I've lost to, when I was younger, 15, 16, 17, using Bovado and stuff like that when nobody was there. So for me, if there's any, they say anything or if I get audited or anything, it doesn't matter, because the overall from when I was younger, I could try and use to say, oh, well, I was down a lot when I was younger and, whatever, this is the equivalent. But for me, what I do is I start off with 5 units a day. I run it up, see how much, and at certain parts of the day, there could be a time where I feel like, I'm going to cash out. If I'm up like I was earlier today, I was up 15 units on top of my 5 that I bought in with, and I cashed out 15 units and sent that to my bank. So, that's 1,500 because my unit size is 100 per unit for anybody that, not that it matters, but, if there's anybody that does that, if you make yourself a number that you want to, cash out, hey, this is my golden number. This is where I get to when you're at the casino, because I look at it like the casino. It's me against the casino. I'm not going to leave my money on there. I'm going to get it out of there. So I'm going to go, me against the casino. When I'm there, if I go in there with 500, I'm trying to leave with 1,500, $2,000, That's how I look at it. So it's a day at the casino for me, and that's how I cash out. See, but unit size is, it's whatever you make, whatever you can withstand losing at a big rate. So if you have a $10 unit size, you should have about $1,000 in your account, like $500 to $1,000 in your account. If you have a $100 unit size, you should have, the equivalency of what it would be to have that $1,000 in your account for a $10 better, but you should be able to handle that however you want. So if it's like with me, I use 5 unit minimum maximums for myself. And if I lose my 5 units, I'm done for the day. That's how it is. And then I start over tomorrow. Load back.
Let me stop you right here, because we're gonna, if we get these guys, there's gonna be a lot of hate comments on that, but you pointed it out, $1,000, $10. Your unit size ought to be 1% of whatever your bankroll is. That is the what the golden rule in betting, right?
Yeah.
Your minimum, your unit size is what I'm getting is 20% of the bankroll that you put in, not what you can withstand. You can withstand losing more than 5 units, but that's what you do. So you have a goal. This is what you're doing. I'm putting in 5 units, and I'm going to maximize my 5 units. And
either run it up or crash and burn.
Run it up, and as soon as you're up, at the end of the day, if you're up 2 units, 5, like you said, if you're up 700, 1,000, 15, $2,000, you're gonna take it out, leave your 5 units in, and start all over again. Same thing. I do the same thing. They think I'm opposite.
Like weekly, you said. Some people take out weekly. See, but that's the thing. If we bet 20 games one day and there's 4 games we like the next day, if I'm up, even if I'm up 4 or 5 units, I'm not going to leave that extra cash on there for me to bet with, because if I have it on there, either my bankroll is going to go up or the amount that I bet and the amount of bets that I do are going to go up. Because when, earlier today, for instance, Houston, I took the Houston over team total earlier today, right? I got it pre-halftime. It was right before halftime. And I took it, and it was 67.5. right?
Right.
So I took over. They were killing it. This is before halftime. They came out second half. They slowed down. Luckily, they went to overtime. But see, the thing with me, I have trust in my bets in what I do. So it dropped when the second half started to all the way down. I think the last bet that I put in was over 56 and a half when I originally got it at 67 and a half. So we're talking a complete reverse line movement of 10 points. They hit overtime, and I cashed every single one. All the overs hit. All of them hit. So the unit profit that I made, that was off one bet. You know what I mean? I made almost 7 units on that bet. But that doesn't mean that I went and cashed out right there. No, I kept it in there and used them in those 7 units to maximize my payout once 7, 8 o'clock comes, and I cash out everything. See, I cashed out early because I went up way early. Like I was well above where we were supposed to be by 1 o'clock, 1:30. So that's different. And if you have a great night, cash yourself out. Why sit there? I know me, you, Trist, everybody who's listening, everybody who does watch, you can't tell me if you're at the casino and you're up, you're just going to walk away if it's early in the day and not jump back on that table later because you have that extra money in your pocket.
Yeah.
You're going back.
And Trist, you know this because me and you love that blackjack. You're at a 2-deck blackjack table and it's towards the end of the deck. I mean, you're gonna start doubling your bets. I mean, it's just that's just the way it is.
Exactly.
And that happens. I mean, and that's good stuff right there. Just in that management. I mean, you guys know also if you ever see a 4-unit bet that I post, both of y'all are like, holy shit, what's going on? Because I'm not the 4-unit, 3-unit, 4-unit, 5-unit guy. But when I cap something and I see it and I feel it, and I mean, you can feel it in your plumps when you're thinking, man, this is a
smash.
Yeah, this is it. I'm gonna, and they're not all gonna win, obviously. But I mean, when your plums swell up and you're like, all right, here we go, dude. I bet 4 units on. Actually, it was 8 units. I bet 4 units on Bovada, and I bet 4 units on my local bookie. He even called me and went, holy shit. I said, yeah, just hold on to your hat. And luckily it hit. But when you're sure about it, you're sure about it. You guys always see me. One unit, maybe 2, but this is where you get confidence. You get confidence in stuff like this. Hanging around you guys, being on the Discord, seeing how y'all cap. Bringing a lot of things into consideration. I used to be strictly a fade the public better. Now I'm looking at stats. I mean, Tristan, does that and against the spread and what does the model say? And then the live betting is addicting. I mean, that live betting is just addicting. I couldn't keep my eyes off of the first half Rutgers game because they were lights out shooting. And then finally, the line went from 83 points in the first half. I'm like, there's no way it's got to slow down at some point. I finally was able to catch it at 75 and a half. So I hit. So I punched the button. Of course, I sweat it out. Y'all sweat these out to half. I don't think there's ever been an easy one. But it's something you feel when I saw the number 75 and a half, did some quick math, hit it and go. And then a couple of guys on the Discord were like, shit, we couldn't get it. It's back up to 78, 79 and all this. So it works, but you got to manage your own stuff. Tristan made a good point earlier. You've only been doing it a short amount of time and you're still learning. I'm still learning. I mean, I'm the old dog in the group. I'm still learning. Every day you learn something. Tristan, what goes through your head doing this with your bankroll management and stuff like that? Because I know me and you have taken some bad beats here and there. We've had to take some breaks and we're back. We're always grinding. What do you look at, buddy?
So a lot of the times, I have a certain number that I like to start at. One thing I was telling you guys earlier is I've only been doing this for like 6 months. So I'm still learning how to. So like, it's actually fascinating to me how Grizz manages his money, and how like every day he's cashing out. You do it weekly. I've tried it both. I still don't know what I like yet. but probably
All individual stuff, guys. If you're listening, it's all individual stuff. You gotta find your groove. Go ahead, T.
All on the person.
Yeah.
However you feel like you're going to be able to handle your money is on a person-to-person basis.
Go ahead, T. What you got?
What works for me could work for nobody else.
Yeah.
But that's how I do it. And T, you do it how you do, you know?
See, personally, the way Grizz explains it and the way he does his, that's something that actually interests me, and that's something that I might try in the near future. It makes sense. You get in for the day, you play. If it comes out good, get your money out. If it goes bad, then you only lost a certain amount.
There's so much.
Yeah. You don't look at so much. I mean, but you've got to again, you got to be able to put in there what you could withstand. You know, I'm not going to put in $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 into this book and bet it. I'm just not. I love doing it. You know, just not. A lot of people do. I mean, we've got guys on our Discord. Again, come join the Discord so you can see this. I mean, we've got a couple of guys that are throwing today, today. Yeah. We got a guy. Yeah, we got to, and I'm gonna call his ass out too. A Martin and Buttercup, you crazy bastards. I mean, these guys are putting down mortgage payments.
They're heavy.
I mean, one dude comes out and puts two mortgage. My mortgage is $1,400 a month. Of course, I live in Texas. He puts down fucking two of my mortgage payments on one play. I'm like, God damn, what the hell are you doing?
And it lost at that.
And it lost, and then he rolled back and goes, all right, what's next?
Yeah.
Holy shit, okay. Yep. I mean, but you know what? He can withstand it.
Firing.
Yeah, well, he can withstand it. I mean, that much money could be $20 to somebody else, $50, $10 to somebody else. I mean, this Bruins guy we got on our soccer, he's a $5, $10, $15 better. No shame in that game. The guy is hitting. I mean, he showed today. He showed
past 2 days, and he's on $10, $15, and he's probably up like $300, $350, man.
Yeah,
that's good on a
$5, $10, $15 today can be $500 at the end of the week.
Exactly.
And that's a lot of cash. I don't care how much money you make in this world. That's a lot of cash. Come join us on the Discord, and you can see this again when you come and you come be a part of our team. We don't ask for anything. We're not touts. We don't sell picks. I gave out a loser the other day, but I'm not getting anything. We're not getting any money off of this. We don't want it. We want our family. We want our Discord just to win. And we discuss a lot of things, and we tell a lot of people, and we tell each other. But come join in. I mean, just because you want to bet $5 a game or even $1, I think Bovada lets you bet $1 a game. If you want to bet $1, whatever, learn how to do it. That's fine. You can do that. But come check it out. We've got a lot of good stuff, just like what we're talking about. Okay, so in saying that, we've got. Tris, I know you're done. You're done for the night.
Yep.
I think. I don't know. I've seen you do crazier things and come back later, but we've still got a lot of games on the docket. It's 6:35 here Central Standard Time in Texas, America.
We got still that ass.
7 o'clock, 8 o'clock. We got New Mexico State, Seattle. Dude, we got a big one. Baylor and Oklahoma State. Baylor's giving 4.5 on the road. At 8 o'clock, over and under 38.5.
38.5, first half?
Well, I mean, 138.5, my bad.
I was about to say, don't test me. You see?
Right.
I read over 38. Where?
No, we got, I mean, there's some good games left. Penn State, Maryland, at Maryland. UNC coming off a tough one. Louisville going in there. North Carolina giving up 10, guys.
Wait, is North Carolina playing again tonight?
Yeah.
They played last night. They beat Virginia Tech in Virginia Tech.
It says no, my bad. That's tomorrow. I still like Louisville plus the points though. I ain't gonna lie.
Well, plus 10?
Is it?
Oh yeah.
Is it in North Carolina?
Where are they playing?
In North Carolina.
Nah, North Carolina's gonna cover that.
They're only giving up 10, and they just lost a heartbreaker.
Yeah.
North Carolina's gonna.
They're covering that 10. They're covering that 10.
They're covering it.
I can't wait. Y'all
I don't
record?
know
We're
the
recording,
exact
right?
number, but there's some crazy number against.
What the spread is though, right? It's 10. You said that's what it is right now. 10 points. I think North Carolina covers that 10. I do.
There's some crazy record number against the spread while at home. That's a number that I would actually play first half. It's probably like 5.5. I would play the first half.
All right. Okay.
The reason why I probably wouldn't touch first half on that for anything more than team totals is because I think both teams go crazy first half. I think it's a high scoring first half like we've seen today, like with most of the teams today, out of the 4 or 5 games that I watched like religiously the whole game, I watched 3 or 4 of them like shoot lights out first half. Like lights out. I watched some teams friggin' even Rutgers at the beginning were shooting lights out, like the beginning of this game. Yeah. Shooting lights out. Like it just second halves, a lot of second half unders have been smashing. Like
you're gonna sweat this 14, brother.
What happened?
You're gonna sweat this 14 points.
What are they at right now? 12?
14. 2.5. They're starting to foul and all that crap.
66, 76, 77.
But you're right. You're right, Grizz. I mean, the books are saying what you're saying because the total is 145.5.
Yeah, it's gonna be a shooter, bro. Definitely gonna be a shooter. North Carolina came off a heart-heavy loss that they needed to win. They wanted to win, and they hurt themselves. They lose a game. The game they just had yesterday. They just lost. No. North Carolina?
Yeah,
South Carolina.
We're talking North Carolina. North Carolina beat Virginia Tech in VT yesterday.
No, they beat Virginia Tech. I thought we were talking about South Carolina now. My bad. That's my fault. Because South Carolina Gamecocks just lost yesterday.
No, they ended up winning. They won like in the last second against LSU.
They beat LSU yesterday?
Yeah.
What time was it? Hold on.
The spread was like.
I didn't touch the game. That's why. I just thought that was.
It was like 3 or 4, and they were given or they had the points, and they won straight up.
I can't.
A lot of froze up on. I almost 12.5 right now, and they shut it off.
Yeah, mine just shut too.
Yeah. So this is what we're doing. You guys that are listening, I know you might be a little confused. That's okay. When we're sitting here talking, but we're also looking at our book, and we're watching. I've got 2 TVs on right now, and I'm watching this Purdue game, and I'm watching the line over here, and I watch it both, and I got it at 12.5. I tried to hit it, and it shut it off. It's at 10 now, so they should have taken my bet.
We do this type of debating when we're not recording.
Yeah, true that. So the rest of the night, here's what I'm doing the rest of the night. I'm going to kick back. My buddy's going to come over here a little bit. He owes me 3 jars of moonshine that he made. So we're going to sit here and sip on moonshine. I'm going to watch this, and I'm going to bet some live stuff here starting in about 20 minutes. All right, guys, that's about all the time we have. Thanks for joining us. Tris, Grizz, thanks for all the info, all the help, brother. Appreciate it. Guys, remember to follow us on our YouTube channel, like and subscribe. You can follow us on TikTok, my personal Instagram account. You can follow us there. Until later, come join the Discord. Let's all make some money. Peace.